So now, like I said, this number in my life, very infamous number. That numerology, and the number is 666. It popped up 2 times. When an Indian engineer who used to work for a company called Cisco used to help me, it showed up 2 times, twice, and he looked at me quizzically. He looked at me very quizzically. We were very perturbed. 2 times these numbers, 9/11, in the calculations when I needed money at times in my life, twice. And he was doing it on a board at Cisco. Yeah, before he was about to go home. And I used to meet him at Cisco in San Jose, and we saw those numbers come up twice. So this is something Malay Social, the matchmaking services I joined. 4 new people liked you today. 4 new people liked me today. Yeah, but probably not Muslims. See, what I found is I would join these services and try to attract or get the attention of Muslims, but it would never be Muslims. Even though there are Muslims, the Muslims would never, or the women that were Afro-ethnic. Afro and ethnicity, they would also, like one called Afro Introductions. Very few Muslims, and sadly in Africa, a few, particularly West Africa, of the women actually wear what you call the abaya, like you see in Nigeria, and this crazy looking, this crazy Boko Haram type of stuff, which is not Islam, but the dress they force them to wear, like the abaya, that's a proper dress covering the chest and all that. Few of them actually wearing that, and few of them, if they do wear it, that are on the services looking for nikah, to be married. Very few, if any. So West Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, Guinea Conakry, very, very good women. Oh man, I saw a brother yesterday. I keep seeing him. He's Sufism ancestry, French, and he stutters. He's a stutterer. Decent brother. I think he's from Cote d'Ivoire or Guinea Conakry. I'm not sure, but he has that golden type of complexion. Magnificent. They're like the type of people, like there's this actress, this adult actress called Cherokee Diaz or whatever, Afro-American, but golden complexion and shape and buttocks. But some of them are even thicker, even in Mali, countries of Mali. Very, very, very nice Muslim women and clean sisters. We have no access to them, man. So, the only access left is these non-Muslim women because of these bastards and these sons of bitches. Yeah, I'm not going to be ashamed to say it anymore. That are in charge of our communities or have dominance, running around like rabid dogs around the communities, affecting who gets married and who don't, and who makes the decision. Who marries and who doesn't, and sometimes selfish knobs are playing. Sometimes testosterone is also circulating around and playing, with these brothers. Knobs, they call it nafs al-lawama. Nufus, is running around and they make decisions, not making these decisions on proper ijtihad or anything like that. No, and messing up people's lives, man. But the men, so that's why I want to create processes and structures where they have no wiggle room to do it for people who want to do right. No wiggle room, man. And so that there's a clear understanding, not like what happened between my son and between my son's mother and myself, that she was not of the understanding of Akida, or she didn't want the same Akida that I wanted. Yeah, she didn't want this. She didn't want the same Akida that I wanted. She didn't. No, she didn't want the same Akida, and I didn't know that. I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? And that being said, oh boy. So let me get ready. Like I said, the young man, he might be in another bathroom. There might be one downstairs. I don't know about it. A lot of these messaging platforms, a lot of them are not secure. They're not really truly secure because they cooperate with agencies or state actors who actually work for private interests that are commingled with people that are formerly of the state structure, intelligence or security gathering type of structure, and they can use contacts within the private sector to request your data, your information, and your communication files. Very, very bad. Yeah, very bad. And sometimes people hold on to messages as a thing of sentiment. That you sent them a lovey-dovey message, or you sent them, they hold on as sentimental value. That's why they use other services like WhatsApp, and they have a record of the vulgarity of the things that you said. They have a record of it. That's why they like using WhatsApp and Facebook. Yeah, they have a record. There's an accountability of what you said to them. Yeah, in case you get out of turn. Things like that. With the secure ones, when you do it and then the messages disappear, there isn't. There isn't even an identity. See, I don't mind having identity required for the secure messaging based thing. I don't mind that. Identity. The anonymity thing is a little scary, but the identity based thing, I don't mind, but there should be an accountability of your records being seized when you're communicating. You're known or you declare that you're on this to communicate to look for a wife or a spouse or same gender. Muslims not into same gender, but someone, a life partner or a marital partner, and you're woman looking for man, men looking for woman for the good thing, and you communicate, and then the state space act or whatever comes in and says we want Hamidas or Faridas or Ahmeds or Adams or Bilal's. We want his records. We want his or her records. We want their records, and we want to look at the content and the context between men and women, planning out their life, and then from there, where you're going to be and when are you coming to get married. And I got my plane ticket now. I'm on the way. And then you have a malfeasant actor who plans to do things with this. It's no good, And then you have these bastard attorneys, which literally I'm a literal bastard actually, but I mean these recalcitrant. I mean these really mealy-mouthed attorneys who play this game as far as being for human rights and all that with these platitudes and placations. They play it, but in reality, when it's actually needed for applied endeavors to really be in support of human rights, they don't. Especially when it comes to blacks, meaning people of Negroid ancestry, they don't. They don't. They really, really don't, man. And I've seen it over and over. In the UN, the United Nations, they need to know about this. These attorneys, they really don't. When it comes to a lot of blacks, they turn you down. Even if you have the money, some then, if they don't like you, they'll take your money, but they won't really do what you actually request, what you really want, which is to seek damages, to build up a case in order to seek compensation or damages, compensatory, financial remuneration and damages. They won't do it. No, because the case sets a precedent to that, and they don't want to be seen as somebody that's been adversarial to the ruling structures, especially the structures that are linked to big data, big data, commercial, large communications enterprises, social media. They don't want to be seen as somebody fighting social media and all that kind of stuff. No, because their legal career could basically, especially in the U.S. and other, it could basically be finished unless they are trained in ambulance chasing. Ambulance chasing meaning looking for injury claims for people that fell in a hole, hit by a motorcycle or a car, nudged by a truck, something like that. Things that happen in everyday workplace related things, unless they want to practice that kind of law, and a lot of them don't, because that's not so much big ticket. But then some attorneys are not ashamed because it's not big ticket, but it pays a meal ticket. It's regular income, maybe in the tens of thousands of dollars. It's coming, but some attorneys like doing the multi-million-dollar stuff, and there are some multi-million-dollar stuff which is more frequent, and that tends to be merger and acquisitions, business-related transactional law, and all of that kind of stuff. Banking and financial compliance rules with regulatory agencies. That your transactions that you're doing, even if it's not a merger and acquisition, but it is something related to the creation of new financial products and so on and so forth, meets the compliant rules of not only a country but a region and sometimes globally. That entails more money than just the accident chasing attorney, and some attorneys don't want to be confined to that, so they don't want to take your case and then malign themselves with the judges as well as the magistrates and some of the Masonic structure and make them upset with that attorney and thereby closing the doors to be heard, to be taken seriously. Yeah, see, I was told a lot spiritually about my numerology or my numbers and my nexus, my parameters that are around my birth and around who I am, that I would have fit well within the Masonic structure. Yeah, and been extremely high ranking. Even in the Illuminati, but I'm the wrong ethnicity. The wrong ethnicity and ancestry. Yeah, therefore disqualified automatically from de facto, disqualified from the outset.